Okay, while we're at it, okay, how many of you guys like auditioning? Couple of you? Sometimes. Okay,
What
we'll treat
kind of
this not as an audition process, but
I
we'll
love
respect the
callbacks.
idea
Yeah, I like
that
callbacks. I like callbacks. I love
right?
them.
Tell me your name and the song that you're going to sing, and take the moment beforehand, and then execute. Yes.
I just have a quick question. Would it matter if it was a multiple-parted song?
If it was?
If it had multiple parts, but one person was singing the other character's parts, one or...
Well, would it make sense?
Are you thinking agony?
No,
Oh.
no. I'm
Would it
actually
make
thinking the song that I auditioned with.
Would it make sense for you to sing the other person's lines?
In this scenario, yes, it would actually.
If you can make it so that it's an actual monologue, that is connected from idea to idea, yeah. Okay? Okay.
Great question.
Yes,
If we wanted to, could we sing a duet for you?
absolutely.
Okay.
Love duets.
Okay.
Then you have to act with somebody.
Okay, good.
You know? Is the duet about, are the people in their own different worlds, or are they actually singing to each other?
They're in their own different worlds.
Well, that's fine too. Then you have to find your personal objective in that. Okay? No, every song, again, the ground rules never change. Yes?
Do you want accompaniment with the piano, or is it okay? There's no accompaniment.
You thinking about singing a cappella?
Yes.
Okay.
I already. Well, it's because.
Absolutely. We can do that. Yep. Yep.
So I missed the whole like intro business. We're just going up and saying our name and what we're singing.
Just say your name and what you're
Okay.
singing. Yep.
Hi, I'm Aileen Lambert, and I will be singing "When I Look at You" from the Scarlet Pimpernel.
Do you want the whole intro, Aileen?
Yes, please. When I look at you, what I always see is the face of someone else who once belonged to me. Still I can hear him laugh, and even though that melody plays on, he's gone. When I look at you, sorry, can I the lyric? You standing there, I can almost feel him. Can I just say, I haven't looked at the words like so long, just please not gonna be a stand there. Okay, sorry, let's start again.
That's right.
I haven't looked at that one in forever.
Pick up where you left off.
Okay. I look at you, when I'm standing there, I can almost breathe him in like summer in the air. Why do you smile the smile that heaven I'd forgotten uses through in you? If you could look at me once more, with all the love you felt before, if you and I could disappear into the past and find the love we knew, I'd never take my eyes away from you. When I look at you, he is touching me. I would reach for him, but who can hold a memory? And love isn't everything. The moonlight on the bed will melt away someday. You were once that someone who I followed like a star.
written, beautifully structured, okay, and beautifully sung. All right, good. Now let's go back to the scene. So tell us what's happening situationally. That's the first thing I'm going to ask you. I told the story to Sue before. Sondheim is such that if you say, if somebody comes up to him and says, "Hey, Steve, I love you, buddy. Can you write me a love song?" You know, he said, I can't do that. He cannot do it. He's unable to do it. Then he said, but if the person says to me, can you write me a song about a woman who's just been jilted by her lover who was a sailor who just went off to Afghanistan, and she walks into a bar and orders a pack of Camels and is breaking her vow not to smoke again, and orders a whiskey tonic, and a guy that looks like her brother sits down on the red bar stool next to her, I can write you a song. Okay? Because now I've got a situation, now I've got a story, I've got a need, I've got details, and I can take all of those elements and I can put those into a song. When he wrote Sunny in the Park with George, Bernadette's character sings, if my legs were longer, if my bust were smaller, da-da-da. That was Steve and Bernadette had a session for about an hour, and he said, tell me about your insecurities. What do you not like about yourself? Right? And he stole all of it. Okay? So the first thing you ask yourself is, what is the context of the song? What happened before? What's going to happen after? Where am I? Who am I? What time of day is it? What year is it? Who am I talking to? What is the situation? Then I can be locked into an environment that makes sense to me organically. And I can be responding to what's happening around me. Okay? So that's my question to you. Who are you talking to?
Talking to, name escapes me, but he is her lover, and he's actually the Scarlet Pimpernel and all this stuff. So he has this whole second life that she doesn't know about.
Is he really the person that she's singing about?
No, she's singing about this. She's singing about this person that they were in love before, and now he's distant.
Right.
And
but that's two different people, right? It's not the Scarlet Pimpernel. It's not the person that she's actually singing.
That's a lie.
Okay.
It's complicated.
Okay, so what you need to do is you need to be ruthless in terms of your research and your analysis. Ruthless and relentless, okay? Don't ever be satisfied with and I'm not saying you did this.
No.
But don't ever be satisfied, oh, it's just this and they're sort of this and blah, blah, blah. Because it's never that. It's always specific.
Mm-hmm.
The person who's singing the song knows exactly what happened, and exactly who they're singing to, and what their name is, and where they came from, and where you came from, and who your parents were, and how many siblings he had. All of that stuff goes into the song. You can overanalyze. I mean, there are details that are not going to help you, right? But you need to get the core of the relationship. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get somebody from the crowd, and I'm going to get you, okay? And I'm going to put you in a chair. What we're going to do for you is to create an obstacle, okay? And it's going to be artificial, all right? I don't know if it's going to be exactly relative to the situation or not. The thing that's missing in most scenes, and the thing that's missing in 95% of all monologues, is a conflict. There is no partner, okay? None. So the person gets up there and they memorize all those lines, and they get up there and they emote. Oh, Pop, I love you, blah, blah, or whatever it is, okay? But Pop is not really there, okay? The only reason that a scene or a song is coming out of your mouth is because there's pushback. There's something out there that's pushing against you that is creating the need for the song to come out in the first place. You're right? Daddy is there, and the zebra cakes are over here. Every time. It's the same situation. Daddy and zebra cakes. How do I change Daddy? But how strong is Daddy? Really strong. Okay? The stronger that obstacle, the stronger the need and the stronger the tactics to overcome it. And the more specific that obstacle is, especially with monologues, the monologue that you do for an audition should be so strong and so specific that people in the audience will be looking behind you to see who you're talking to. Because you're talking to an actual single person with a very, very strong individual need. Okay? Deadly, surgically specific. Okay? So I want you to sing the song to him, and I want the resistance in the song, I'm going to make this up, is your inability to understand her, and your inability to accept the fact that you remind her of somebody else and how that makes you feel, and it hurts your feeling, all right? And you're trying to get him to understand that this love for him is greater because of that, okay? And I want you to I want you to actually resist it, okay?
Stand at some point.
Well, I don't know what that means, in terms of what that, you know what I'm saying? You can start to talk and she has to talk over you, and she has to sing over you, or you get up and walk away and she has to come over, or she has to or kneel at your feet, or whatever it is. But every new beat is going to be predicated by the fact that his resistance is kicking the next beat into gear, and only because of his resistance, right? Because that particular zebra cake didn't work, so you go to the next zebra cake. And then, do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Okay? So let's try that. And break it completely open. Forget about any staging ideas you may have, right?
Should we start right now?
Yes, and before I begin, okay, the most important part of your song is the moment before you sing. Okay? It's the springboard into the song. Billy and I were talking about this. When you come into a scene, you have to come in what's called front-loaded. You're full of the sense of purpose that you need. You don't take 6 lines into the song before you start getting warmed up. You come in full, and then you go from there, okay? So you have to, everything you've ever done or sung had a moment before, and the moment before is creating the moment that we see. It's contextual. And when you leave stage, there's a moment after, right? In which you're pursuing something else. And so, so what we see is part of a continuum of an arc of action, and we're only seeing this particular part of it. Then the next scene we see that particular part of it, right? But you have to do the work of the actress to make sure that the song is, that the trigger for the song is there. The other thing I wanted to talk about, there's several sections in the song where the character is not singing, correct? There's music playing, there's underscore or bridge music, and the character doesn't have words. What do you do in those moments?
You're changing your tactic.
That's right.
Yeah.
I agree. So you're strategizing. You're strategizing at the top of the song.
Yeah.
Right? So as that music is playing, the character is not waiting for their lines in order to come to life. The character is evolving the process of what do I say next? What do I say to you that's going to make you believe me? And then out of that bubbles this idea. Then the next idea, right? So all of those times when the lyrics are not actually being sung are as engaged and active as when the actress is singing. Okay?
So you want the introduction?
Mm-hmm.